Happy fall, everyone. It's my favorite time of year, and dogs seem overjoyed that the temperatures are getting cooler. This means that everyone is more active, and that is amazing, but there are some risks that we have to think about in the fall, and so I am here today to give you 5 safety tips that are fall related. Number 1, and I'm outside, so the birds are going to play with me today. Number 1, beware of falling tree nuts. So acorns, black walnuts, these are all things that can potentially be a choking hazard or an intestinal obstruction if your dog eats them. Acorns are also especially hazardous because they contain a chemical called gallotannin. Gallotannins can cause lethargy, vomiting, and diarrhea, and if eaten in large quantities, they actually can cause liver and kidney issues, failure specifically. And of course, if they're eating lots of these can also be a cause for intestinal obstruction. So keep the acorns at bay. Keep your dog's nose as they're walking and playing around. Just watch out what's going in their mouth. Tip number 2. 80% of dog owners apparently drive around with their dogs, which is awesome. With driving your dog around in your car, you have to be aware that when the windows are down and their heads are out, you are putting them at risk. The road debris, think rocks, dirt, insects, can get into their eyes and actually damage the delicate tissue of their cornea, which can lead to permanent vision loss or damage their eyes, obviously. So one of the ways around that is you can actually buy these really cute dog goggles that protect their eyes. If you happen to have a dog that loves putting their head out their window in these fall temperatures, get them goggles, then they can be out there and protect their eyes. Or you can do what I do, which I just literally put the windows down when we're at a stoplight or a stop sign, and when the car goes underway, I put the windows back up and my dog's vision is safe. Tip number 3, sad fact, over 1 million dogs died last year by motorists. They were killed by motorists on the road. And a large portion of these were because of dogs that were unseen by those motorists. So as the daylight decreases and nighttime starts happening sooner and sooner, we want to be aware of our dogs when they are out and about, and make certain that they are visible to motorists as much as possible. So I brought you some props. This is a great over-the-collar fluorescent reflective, you can't see it during the day, but it reflects really well when headlights hit it. You also have a regular basic collar that has reflective properties in it. Or if you don't normally have a collar on your dog and you have a harness or something, you can use this cool little light. If you see that, sorry, it's during the day, but it does light up or it blinks. And this is just another great way to make certain that your dog is seen by motorists. Hopefully your dogs are not out alone at night. You're walking them on a leash, and if so, I would encourage you to bring a flashlight or a headlamp. But if you happen to have a dog that is on an e-collar, definitely put these on, because we all know batteries fail, which leads me to tip number 4. Animals, wildlife is actually, they start moving earlier in the day, right? So we have coyotes, we have foxes, we have skunks, we have raccoons. One of the things you need to think about if you don't have a fenced-in yard is that your dogs are going to be out alone. And so if they are getting, if there's interacting with the wildlife, that's a potential for harm, obviously. So when your dog is outside, you want to make certain you are out there with them. Put them on a leash, take them around to do their nightly ritual, or just go outside with them if you are in a fenced yard, or if they're on an e-collar, and just make certain that they're safe. And please make certain that when the daylight hours shorten, that you are checking your batteries on your e-collar on a weekly basis. And finally, the 5th tip, raking leaves. It's something we're all going to have to do in the next few weeks. And seeing our dogs jump into piles of leaves is super fun, but that is also a haven for ticks and spiders, which can be really dangerous to our dogs. So if you allow your dog to participate in the leaf pile jumping fun, make certain when they come out that you check them over for ticks and spiders, and also make certain that they're not coming out with sticks that they're chewing on, because that is also, again, a potential for a choking hazard or intestinal obstruction. So that's all we have, guys. Thank you so much. Those are the 5 tips for fall. Happy fall, my favorite time of year. Hope it is for you too. Get outside and have fun with your dogs. Bye.